Welcome to the Alaska Airmen's Association Christmas live feed event. We're here at the Acme Cub Training Hangar at world famous Lake Hood. Tonight we're going to give you updates on our Raffle Cub. And joining me here tonight in the hangar are Abby Austin, the brand new Executive Director of the Alaska Airmen's Association. I'm Carol Zerby, I'm a board member. This is Stephen Lewis, he's a board member.
Hello.
And we have Stephen of Acme Cub Training, and he's going to be sharing with us the updates of the airplane tonight. We also tonight have a bunch of fun in store for you. We have some live trivia that Abby's going to explain a little bit more about as we continue on this evening. And we're going to have a bunch of, about 20 member exclusive prizes at the end. And Abby's going to explain to you how to get those. We thank you for joining us tonight. We know that the Alaska Airmen's Association exists for you, the members. And with that, let's go over to Abby. I wanted to introduce Abby real quick. Some of you may know her from her experience in the Alaska aviation community. And what Abby probably wouldn't tell you about herself is that she has many certificates as an airman, including all the way up to a multi-engine commercial rating. So she wouldn't tell you that herself, so I wanted to brag on her. Anyway, Abby, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, like you said, I've spent my entire career in one way or another in general aviation, the last 10 years of it in the state of Alaska. So I'm very passionate about the cause of the airmen, promoting, preserving, and protecting aviation in Alaska. So I'm really excited about what we can accomplish in the near future. I'm ready to get going.
Wonderful.
And speaking of getting going, I will tell you about our trivia game tonight. So we're going to have 6 trivia questions during the live feed. We'll take breaks in the action to ask trivia questions, and then you'll respond in the comments on Instagram and Facebook. And when we have a winner, we'll announce the winner. Don't worry if you're not local. We'll find a way to get you the prize. Everybody is welcome to participate. And then at the end of the event, if you stick with us through the whole thing, we also have some additional raffle prizes that are exclusive to members only. So stick with us for that. Lots of fun stuff tonight.
Awesome. So I think that's going to take us to some updates, our first updates on the Raffle airplane build, to which we have Steve and Steve. Take it away.
Follow us. Here today, I'm here with Steve Williams, the owner and chief flight instructor at Acme Cub.
I have one comment. He's taller than me.
It's the hat. But I'm here with Steve Williams. He's the owner and chief flight instructor here at Acme Cub Training, and he's building the Raffle Cub, as you may have been following him. And I'm going to ask Steve some questions about the airplane, and let's get started here, Steve. So, Steve, I see that you've been flying in Alaska and operating in Alaska in aviation for over 30 years. And I met you in 2007. And you've just improved, you've been building Cubs, flying Cubs, and you've brought all that knowledge to bear with this Raffle Cub. Can you tell us just a little bit about why you chose the fabric and what some of the mods that you've chosen to put on this aircraft?
We picked Ortex fabric because it is a water-based glue. You don't have to spray it. I ordered this in black, and you put it in black and you're done, so you don't have to go spray MEK and stuff. It's very easy to fix. Ortex fabric, if you have a problem with it down the road, you put the glue on, you iron on your new piece with a 2-inch overlap, and your repair is complete. Don't have to spray dope, nitrate, butyrate, top coat, you're done. You buy the black fabric and you repair it. What have we done to this wing? We have put 2,000 pound gross weight increase. So from whip line, we put a Wheeling lights in this airplane, so that Wheeling strobe lights, Wheeling nav lights, and we've separated the lights so we have a light in the right wing and a light in the left wing. We've added on the front. You got any more questions, or am I going too much?
I've got a question about the Ortex. Steve, how does it? I've heard rumors that the Ortex will sag in the cold, and we live in a cold climate up here. How do you combat that, Steve?
The airplanes I do have no problem going out in the cold, coming into the hangar, sagging, and the key is getting the entire Oratex to proper temperature. I think it's 250 degrees. I'd have to look at the manual.
Okay.
But when I iron it, we don't iron it like you iron a pair of Levi's. We set an iron down and we check underneath the iron with a infrared thermometer, and we make sure it's 250 degrees, and then we move the iron. So we actually have 2 or 3 irons, and we stair step the irons.
Wow.
Instead of ironing it, we stair step the iron, so we get.
That's time consuming, Steve.
It's very time consuming, but you get, this is what you get when you're done.
You must have a lot of elves.
Yes, I have awesome people.
All right, Steve, I've got a question. These flap hangers look pretty beefy and pretty solid. Why are they so big?
Okay, this airplane is going to be outfitted with airframes, Alaska double slotted P-stall flaps, they call them, which is a double slotted flap like an otter or beaver has. And they come down and they pitch your airplane forward when you're on final. So when you're at a very slow airspeed, your nose isn't at a high attitude. It pitches your nose substantially forward when you're going 50, 55 miles an hour. Well, that puts a big twisting moment on the rear spar. So the inside of the hangars have a solid piece of aluminum, and there is a, I think it's 060, maybe, I'm not sure because it's supplied by airframes, but the false spar is beefed up and the rib gets beefed up.
Okay.
So the pitching moment is taken, it doesn't damage the wing.
Okay, because of all that force. So you had to beef that up to combat all the force that those
Pitching
flaps.
moment,
Yeah.
you get your nose down and go slow.
Excellent. Well, take us through here, Steve. This big hole in the wing, looks like it's for the fuel tank. What size fuel tank are we gonna
I'm
get
gonna
here?
go on this airplane, we're staying with the standard 18-gallon tanks. And the reason I stay with the standard 18-gallon tanks is when you're flying light and you wanna know whether you have 5 gallons of gas or 6 gallons of gas, it's easy to gauge what's left when you only have 18 gallons. If you put big 30-gallon tanks in, then you always end up flying around with extra 15 gallons of gas because the gas gauge is getting low.
Gotcha.
So I stayed with the 18-gallon tanks because we like flying around not always with full gas.
All right.
A trivia question. Steve and Steve's Cub expertise on display. Thank you. Go over again one more time how people can participate in our trivia.
Yes. All you have to do is respond in the comments of Facebook or Instagram. We're monitoring the comments, and the first person to get the correct answer will win the prize, and we'll reach out to get your prize to you.
Thanks, Abby. Is everybody ready for the first trivia question? Let's see, this is for a prize. Let's see, $50 Northern Lights Avionics gift card. The question is, what is the wingspan of a stock PA-18 Super Cub? Again, what is the wingspan of a